He's been called the Messi of Rugby, not because of hype, but because no one, and I mean no one, plays the game quite like him. He's not the biggest on the pitch, he's not the flashiest off it, but when Antoine Dupont steps onto the field, everything changes. He's redefined what it means to be a scrum-half, turning a traditionally functional role into one of the most dangerous positions in world rugby. In this video, we're diving deep into the rise, the brilliance, and the revolution sparked by Dupont. From his roots in rural France to the world stage, we'll explore how one man flipped the playbook and why rugby may never look the same again. The rise of a rugby prodigy. Antoine Dupont's journey from a small village in southwestern France to the pinnacle of world rugby is a testament to his exceptional talent, determination, and the rich rugby culture that shaped him. Born on November 15th, 1996 in Castelnau-Magnoac, a town renowned for its passion for rugby, Dupont was introduced to the sport at the tender age of 4. His early years were spent honing his skills at the local club, Magnoac FC, where he quickly stood out for his natural flair and understanding of the game. At 15, recognizing his potential, Dupont joined the prestigious youth program at Auch, a club known for developing top-tier talent. His time there was marked by rapid progression, and by 2014, he made his senior debut for the club. However, following Auch's relegation from the Pro D2, Dupont sought new challenges and signed with Castres Olympique in 2014. During his tenure at Castres, Dupont's performances were nothing short of impressive. He quickly established himself as a key player, showcasing his dynamic playing style and rugby intelligence. In 2017, his talents caught the eye of Stade Toulousain, one of France's most storied clubs, leading to his transfer. At Toulouse, Dupont's game reached new heights. His ability to control the tempo, make incisive breaks, and deliver pinpoint passes made him an indispensable asset to the team. Internationally, Dupont's rise was equally meteoric. He made his debut for the French national team in 2017, and by 2021, he was named the World Rugby Men's 15 Player of the Year, cementing his status as one of the game's elite players. Dupont's story is not just about individual accolades, but also about the influence of his upbringing in a rugby-loving community. The values of teamwork, resilience, and passion for the game instilled in him from a young age have been integral to his success. As we delve deeper into his impact on the scrum-half position, it's essential to understand the foundation upon which his career was built. In the next chapter, we'll explore how Dupont's unique playing style earned him the moniker the Messi of Rugby, and how he has redefined the expectations of a modern scrum-half. A nickname earned. When you hear the nickname Messi of Rugby, it's impossible not to draw instant comparisons to football's Lionel Messi, the genius who mesmerizes crowds with creativity, agility, and an uncanny ability to unlock defenses. Antoine Dupont has earned this label not just because of his size, but due to the way he transforms the game with his sheer skill and vision. Standing at just 5 feet 9 inches and weighing around 13 stone, 83 kilograms, Dupont doesn't fit the traditional rugby mold of towering physicality. Instead, like Messi, he relies on lightning-quick footwork, an explosive change of pace, and razor-sharp decision-making to carve through opposition defenses. His low center of gravity gives him exceptional balance and agility, allowing him to slip through the smallest gaps and evade tackles with ease. But it's not just his physical attributes. Dupont's playing style is marked by creativity and unpredictability. His ability to execute no-look passes, offloads under pressure, and sudden breaks from the base of the scrum leaves defenders guessing. This flair has redefined how fans and analysts view the scrum-half position, not just as a distributor, but as a genuine attacking threat. This nickname also reflects his consistency on the big stage. Whether in the Six Nations, the Rugby World Cup, or the Top 14, Dupont steps up when it matters most. His performances inspire teammates and intimidate opponents, embodying the very essence of rugby artistry. In this chapter, we'll dive into the attributes that earned Antoine Dupont this prestigious moniker and set the stage for his revolutionary impact on rugby union, revolutionizing the scrum-half role. For decades, the scrum-half was traditionally viewed as the team's link between forwards and backs, a distributor who passed quickly from the base of the scrum or ruck, managed the flow, and executed tactical kicks. The role required sharp passing and game management, but it was rarely associated with game-breaking individual brilliance. Antoine Dupont has flipped that script entirely. Dupont has redefined what it means to be a scrum-half in modern rugby. His game is a hybrid of precision, pace and aggression, elevating the role from a facilitator to a genuine attacking weapon. Instead of just feeding the ball, Dupont commands the tempo, decides when to accelerate play, and seizes moments to launch devastating breaks himself. One of the most significant shifts Dupont has brought is his ability to create line breaks from the scrum-half position, a feat once considered rare. His explosive acceleration and low center of gravity allow him to dart through tiny defensive gaps before opponents can react. This knack for exploiting space turns defensive pressure into attacking opportunities in seconds. Tactically, Dupont is a master at varying his play. His passing remains crisp and quick, but it's his unpredictability that sets him apart. He mixes snipe runs, deft kicks behind the defensive line, and sharp offloads to keep opponents off balance. This multifaceted approach adds a new dimension to his team's attack and makes him a constant threat. By blending traditional scrum-half duties with dynamic attacking instincts, Dupont has set a new benchmark. Coaches and players worldwide are now looking at the scrum-half position through a fresh lens, one shaped by the example of this extraordinary player. Tactical brilliance and decision-making. What truly separates Antoine Dupont from many of his contemporaries isn't just his physical prowess or skill, but his exceptional rugby intellect. His tactical brilliance and decision-making on the field are as sharp as they come, and this cerebral approach has played a huge role in his success. At scrum-half, you're constantly making split-second decisions: when to pass, when to run, when to kick, and how to exploit weaknesses in the opposition's defense. Dupont excels in this high-pressure environment, often reading the game several moves ahead. His anticipation allows him to identify gaps or mismatches that others simply miss. One of Dupont's standout qualities is his ability to control the tempo of a match. He knows when to slow things down and when to unleash rapid-fire attacks, adapting fluidly to the flow of the game. This control keeps his team balanced and unpredictable, frustrating defenders who struggle to anticipate his next move. Moreover, his kicking game is strategically astute. Whether it's a perfectly weighted box kick to regain territory or a sharp grubber behind the defensive line, Dupont's kicks create pressure and open attacking opportunities. It's not just about distance, but placement, timing, and purpose. This tactical maturity stems from years of experience, but also from a natural understanding of rugby's nuances. His vision and composure allow him to remain calm under intense pressure, making decisions that often tip the balance in critical moments. In short, Dupont's brain is as formidable as his body, and it's this blend of intelligence and skill that makes him one of the most complete scrum halves the sport has ever seen. Speed, agility, and physicality. Antoine Dupont's game is often described as a perfect storm of speed, agility, and surprising physicality. These attributes combine to make him a nightmare for defenders and a critical asset for any team lucky enough to have him. Despite standing at 5 feet 9 inches and weighing around 83 kilograms, Dupont's speed off the mark is explosive. He can accelerate in a heartbeat, turning what looks like a tight, congested situation into a breakaway run. This burst of pace is crucial in rugby, where milliseconds can decide whether a tackle is made or a try is scored. Agility is where Dupont really shines. His low center of gravity gives him exceptional balance, allowing him to change direction fluidly and evade tacklers with sharp sidesteps and footwork that seem almost effortless. Watching him weave through defenders is reminiscent of the best in any sport. Not just rugby, but it's not just finesse and speed. Dupont's physicality often surprises opponents. He's strong over the ball and fearless in contact, regularly taking on players much larger than himself. His tackling technique is sound and aggressive, proving he's not just an attacking threat, but also a defensive cornerstone. This combination of speed, agility, and physical resilience means Dupont can sustain a high work rate throughout matches, continually influencing the game both offensively and defensively. For fans over 40 who appreciate the grit and toughness of rugby's golden era, Dupont embodies the evolution of that toughness, now combined with modern athleticism. In this way, his physical attributes aren't just impressive statistics, they're the foundation of his revolutionary impact on the Scrum-Half role, accolades and achievements. When assessing Antoine Dupont's impact on rugby, his list of accolades speaks volumes, not just as a measure of personal success, but as evidence of the game-changing influence he wields on the field. These awards and achievements underline why he's widely regarded as one of the best scrum halves in history. Dupont first made waves on the international stage in 2017, shortly after his debut for France. But it was in 2021 that his career truly exploded, when he was awarded the World Rugby Men's 15 Player of the Year. This prestigious honour is a reflection of his consistent excellence across club and country, recognising his ability to dominate matches, lead his team and innovate in his position. Remarkably, he secured this accolade again in 2024, a testament to his sustained top-level performance and growth. Few players manage to maintain such elite standards over multiple years, especially in a position as demanding as Scrum-Half. At club level, Dupont has been central to Stade Toulousain's dominance in the top 14, helping them secure multiple league titles. His presence on the field elevates the entire squad, combining leadership with relentless drive and skill. Internationally, his contributions have been pivotal in France's resurgence as a rugby powerhouse. His leadership and flair played crucial roles in France clinching their first Six Nations Championship in over a decade, and his performances have made him a talismanic figure ahead of major tournaments like the Rugby World Cup. For viewers who appreciate how rugby's legends are forged not just through talent, but through tangible success, Dupont's growing trophy cabinet and international impact firmly place him among the elite. Global influence and legacy. Antoine Dupont's impact on rugby transcends his individual performances. He's reshaping how the scrum-half position is perceived and played around the world. His influence reaches far beyond the fields of France and the top 14, inspiring coaches, players and fans across continents. For decades, the scrum-half was often seen as a purely functional role, focused on quick service from the breakdown and tactical kicking. Dupont's dynamic style has forced rugby thinkers everywhere to reconsider this. His blend of creativity, speed and physicality has raised expectations for what a scrum-half can and should contribute. Young players now study his footwork, his timing and his decision-making as a blueprint for success. Many upcoming scrum halves try to emulate his ability to break defensive lines, not just distribute the ball. This shift is evident in rugby academies from New Zealand to South Africa, where coaches emphasize versatility and attacking prowess for halfbacks, inspired by Dupont's example. His influence also extends to the international game. Teams preparing to face France often adjust their defensive strategies specifically to contain him, recognizing the unique threat he poses. This tactical shift alone speaks volumes about his standing in world rugby. Moreover, Dupont embodies a modern rugby ethos, combining skill, intelligence and resilience, which resonates with players and fans seeking a new generation of heroes. His journey from a small town in southwest France to global stardom serves as motivation for aspiring athletes everywhere. As the years progress, his legacy will likely be measured not just in trophies or stats, but in how he changed the game's landscape and inspired a generation to play rugby differently, overcoming adversity. Great players are often defined not just by their peak performances, but by how they respond when everything goes against them. For Antoine Dupont, adversity came in the form of a serious injury, one that put his career and France's hopes on hold. In March 2025, during a fiercely contested Six Nations clash against Ireland, Dupont suffered a devastating ACL rupture. The injury occurred during a breakdown contest, an area where Dupont, despite his size, is never afraid to put his body on the line. It was a sobering moment. For a player known for his durability and relentless involvement, this was a rare and brutal setback. The diagnosis ruled him out for the remainder of the 2024-25 season, including Toulouse's top 14 campaign and France's international fixtures. It was a blow not just to his teams, but to fans across the rugby world. For many, the thought of a Six Nations or top 14 without Dupont seemed unthinkable. But as with everything in his career, Dupont approached recovery with the same intensity and professionalism that made him a global star. Updates from the French camp and Toulouse suggested a player completely committed to returning stronger, mentally and physically. This chapter in his story is still unfolding, but one thing is certain: Dupont's ability to overcome adversity will only add to his legacy. It's a reminder that even the most gifted athletes face setbacks, and it's how they respond that truly sets them apart. As he works toward his return, the rugby world watches and waits. If history is any guide, Antoine Dupont won't just come back, he'll come back better. Antoine Dupont isn't just a great scrum-half. He's a generational force who's changed the way the game is played, studied and understood. From tactical genius to raw physicality, his legacy is already written in the evolution of modern rugby. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives into the players, tactics and traditions that shape our game, make sure you subscribe to Rugby Decoded. Drop a comment below, who should we decode next? And as always, like and share this video to keep the rugby conversation going. Until next time, keep watching closely. The game is always speaking. Let's keep decoding it.